Welcome to the shoe review for the Wilson Rush Pro 5. Built with support, speed, and durability in mind, the Wilson Rush Pro 5 now has enhanced cushioning and stability for explosive movers. Wilson improves the underfoot experience with dual midsole compounds for optimal rebound and cushioning. A redesigned speed plate located in the midfoot region helps with quick transitions, while the TPU stability chassis helps with control and lateral stability for those quick stops. For a glove-like support and a locked-in fit, Wilson supplies the EndoFit midfoot support, while the tried-and-true Duralast rubber compound provides maximum durability and is formed into a modified herringbone design for great traction on a variety of court surfaces.
I really enjoyed the comfortable ride of this Wilson Rush Pro 5. The cushioning under the heels was super nice. I'm a big fan of the Rush Tour Pro as well, and found that this one offers a little bit more flex and court feel than the Tour version of the shoe, but still nice cushioning under the heels. I was moving very comfortably in it. Good breathability from the uppers of this shoe, and I just felt really safe and secure. And when I was defending, that's when I really want to rely on my footwear, and I thought this was a great shoe in that regard. I could really plant and move aggressively and know that the shoe was going to hold my feet and keep me really locked in and connected to the court. Traction was great, found a really nice blend of grip and give. They did break in a little bit. The outsole was a little sticky at the beginning, but then once I got them scrubbed in, I was moving around really well in the shoes. My one knock when it comes to the outsoles though is the durability. I drag under the big toe on my right foot quite a lot, and I wore through the shoes in that area just from serves and close stance forehands. But apart from that, really enjoyed the playtest of these.
It's been a few years since I've last worn a Rush Pro shoe, but I don't really remember those shoes feeling as plush feeling as this updated model does, which is great. This is just really comfortable underfoot, and it means I'm just feeling comfortable all day on the court with these on. And then once I really got them on court, the stability and the support of these shoes were really good as well. I was very impressed by that. Comparing it to the Rush Tour, which I was also on, these don't feel nearly as stable as those shoes, but the trade-off is these didn't feel like it needed a break-in period like those did. So it offered about, I'd say 90% of that stability without having a break-in period. As for breathability, I thought these shoes breathed really well, never felt really hot in them, and I felt I was getting a lot of grip with these shoes on the hard court. So all in all, I was very impressed with these shoes. A really, really nice update to the Rush Pro line, and I think it offers a lot of what the Rush Tour does, just not quite as high level, but in a more affordable package.
Although I did not have the privilege of wearing the prior model of this Rush Pro, I can just say the new Rush Pro update, the 5, has a lot of wow factor for me in every way. Very supportive, very comfortable, great traction overall. I wore this shoe very well on a paddle court as well as a tennis court. Midsole cushioning didn't bag out like an old set of poly. I'm one of the older play testers here, so I'm not really testing so much of the outsole durability as I am the midsole and whether or not the upper holds its support and comfort. I am very happy to report after more than 40 hours of play, the upper is still very comfortable, breathable, and supportive. The midsole cushioning is substantial or even better than that and was really kind of retained a lot of its energy return. It still feels great. All of this comes in a package in a size US men's 10.5 at around 14.4 ounces. So I would typically expect a shoe that delivers this much support and stability to weigh a little more. So how Wilson was able to cut the corners without trimming the performance, again, this shoe had a lot of wow factor for me.
So when I first learned I was going to be on a playtest review for the Rush Pro, I was quite excited because I had just gotten off the Rush Tour. So I was excited to compare the two. Off the bat, you can tell this one is not as supportive or as stable as the Tour version, which I get it's a bit lower end compared to the Tour. But otherwise, it's quite the same. The cushioning is there. The underfoot cushioning is really good. I think Wilson did a really good job with the dual midsole support and cushioning. So that's a big up for me. Again, the stability part is what takes the biggest hit on my end. I felt like I wasn't able to move as quick, or I couldn't trust the shoe as much on those quick stops and quick takeoffs, because I felt I was moving a bit more in this Pro than I was in the Tours. I did have an issue as well with the lacing system. There was a point in time when I was trying to cinch up my laces and I just snapped it in half. I don't think every Rush Pro is gonna go through this, but that was something that I experienced and I had to take new laces into my shoe and then it was fine. But something I just wanted to point out. Overall, I did really like the shoe. Again, the stability part does take a hit on me, and so I would always go for the toe and pay that extra $1 just to get that extra stability. But otherwise, if you're looking for a shoe that's a bit lower in the price range, still has really good cushioning, very comfortable, definitely check out the Rush Pro 5. That was all from our end. If you want any information on this shoe or any other Wilson product, be sure to check out Tennis Warehouse, Tennis Warehouse Europe, and Tennis Only.